What's going on, Magnetic Millionaire Academy, you beautiful people? What is happening? I'm really excited for today's video because we're talking video today. You know, all the things that we can do with video, how to do it right, how to make better headlines, how to get more post engagement, the importance of it, why we're even doing it, all of the good stuff. We're going to be covering so much. So if you're around, jump on in and let's get stuck in. I'm just going to hang out for a second just while we wait for anyone to join. I'm doing this on B Live, so hopefully we can see who's commenting. If not, I will jump on my phone. But if you have any questions or anything at any point, get involved in the conversation and put them in the comments. If you're watching this replay, do hashtag Team Replay and then put any questions that you have in the comments, and I will jump back in and I will answer those questions. One viewer, what's going on? There's someone on board. This is awesome. Whoever that is, welcome to the podcast. Hey, legend, go ahead. I can't see who that is, so because we're doing it through B Live. So whoever you are, you're a legend too. I respect you and appreciate and love you. Thank you for jumping on. So the first thing I want to do is I want to talk about the importance of video. All right. So some people still don't understand why it is that we're doing it, and I think that the first thing that I want to sort of touch on is why. You know, video is an incredibly useful medium. I remember when I was working in Fairfax Media, all the talk in at Fairfax Media 5 years ago was about the emergence of video. Video was starting to become extremely important in online publications because video was so engaging. All the social media platforms put Ashish, what's happening, bro? All the social media platforms put more emphasis on video posts because they're so engaging. They keep people on the platforms. You know, YouTube is one of the most incredibly successful social media platforms, I guess you could call it, online, publication platform online, because it's all video. It's such an engaging medium. So if we can create video ourselves, what we can do is we can actually engage with people on a much deeper level, in an emotional way, really have a connection with someone and get across points that we're trying to get across. You know, there's nothing that sells a message like video can. And this is why I produce a video every single day. It's because I see the value in it. And I know that when people are watching me, when they're hearing my voice, when they're seeing my mannerisms and my movements, when they're getting used to the look of my lounge room, when they're seeing my wardrobe, they start to feel like they know me. And what the money method is all about, you know, for all you guys out there using the money method, building a personal brand, it's all about getting our personal brand to a point where we're an authority in the industry and where people trust us. We want to add value in such a way that people start trusting us. And when they start trusting us, we can get them to take an action, whether that action be to jump on a call with us, to get involved in a course, to download a lead magnet, whatever it is that we're trying to get them to do. If we can build that trust over video, which is very easy to do, then we can get them to do that thing. They feel like they know who we are. They're connected to us on a deeper level. So if you're not already, producing video content to build your personal brand is an absolute must. You need to be doing it. You need to be out there. And what I want to do in this video is give you the tips, the tools, and the tricks to actually be able to win at video. Because it's one thing to understand the importance of video content, but it's another to execute on that. So there's a couple of things that I want to talk about first. One of the first things that comes up when I tell people, hey, let's do some video content, they go to me, hey, Josh, I have no idea what topic to talk about, okay? And if you're thinking that right now, don't worry. I get it. Been there. You know, that's awesome. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it, because there is a solution, and it's already in your mind. You already know the topics that you need to talk about. The mindset that we go into this with is, I want to add as much value as humanly possible. That's all we want to do. We're not selling at any point with these videos. We're just adding genuine value. Because when we add genuine value, our prospects seeing our videos will think, wow, this person's giving away a lot of value for free. What's going to happen if I give them $1? So what I'll do is I'll actually get my screen, my Facebook profile up on the screen. Let's go the other way around. I'll actually get my Facebook up, and I'll give you an example. So if, let's say I'm starting to engage with my target audience inside a Facebook group or something, what they're going to do is they're going to click on my name, right? They're going to click on my name and they're going to go to my profile. When they go to my profile, they're going to start seeing my introduction. Just when this loads, they'll see an image of me, a professional image up here. They're going to see my intro, which tells them, hey, I help solopreneurs use the money method and social media and law of attraction to make more money. They see my featured image here. They can take a call to action. But most importantly, they're starting to see videos on my wall which add a whole bunch of value. So they can start going through my videos and they feel like they know me. My sales page, my personal profile has all of a sudden become like a sales page. You know, it's actually including value content, so they can start going through my feed and it's actually interesting and engaging for them. So the key is that we want to add value. So the first thing to think and ask yourself, if you're thinking about the topic thing, is what can I add value to my target audience? If my target audience has stumbled across my profile, what kind of videos, what kind of topics could I talk about that would add genuine value into their business, that would help them change their entire business just from watching that video? Less than 1% of people will actually action the stuff you talk about. So don't worry about giving away your best stuff. I encourage this. Give away your best stuff. Give away your best stuff. The reason is because people will see you as an authority. If that's the stuff you're giving away for free, people are like, what will I get if I give them $1? Okay, so it's all about value. So here's a little strategy you can use. What I want you to do if you're struggling with the topic thing, or even if you're not, this is just good to do, is to have a list of topics that you can talk about so you don't have to think about that anymore. You know, literally sit down, put a timer on for 10 minutes and think to yourself, all right, for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to clear my mind. I'm only going to think about value add topics and just start writing them down. That's a value add topic. I can talk about Facebook pixels. I can talk about, you know, insurance for property. I can talk about this. I can talk about that. Start adding genuine value and think, what will my target audience actually get value from? Start giving it out. Think about, what are my clients asking me on a daily basis? What challenges are they facing? How can I solve their problems? And start writing all these topics down. By the end of it, you have a massive list of topics. Then all you need to do is, at the start of the day, you go, all right, what topic am I going to talk about today? Set up your camera, set up your phone, boom, talk for 2 minutes, adding value, boom, done, on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. You've done your content for the day. All right, so just think about some topics that would be useful for you. It's a really, really great exercise. You know, Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, I'm pretty sure both of them wear the same clothes just about every single day. And the reason they wear the same clothes every single day is because they don't want to think about it. They don't want to waste that energy in the morning thinking about, what am I going to wear today? Tim Ferriss talks about how it takes 45 minutes to go from thinking about one thing to thinking about another thing, to put all your focus and energy and attention to one topic and moving into another. So, hey, whoever that is, I don't know who that is. I can't see your name. So just chuck in your name in the comments. And the reason they do that is because they don't want to spend that energy. They don't want to spend the energy thinking about, what am I going to wear today? What am I going to wear? It's the same thing with this listing. If you can create a list of 20 or 30 topics that you can talk about, then for the next 20 to 30 days, you don't have to think about the video topic. It's already done for you. Doreen, what's going on? Yeah. So really, really useful. And Doreen, I know you've done this. You know, created a list of topics for videos. It makes it really, really helpful because you just start the day, you go, you know what, I'm going to talk about this thing today. And then you can think about, even use the PDF that I put in the group the other day and have a look and how they structure some of these headlines and reverse engineer a topic. Have that PDF open while you're thinking of topics and be looking at, like, and some of them are like, you know, the 3 things you must do to make sure you don't get undesired result. So then you can start thinking about, what are the 3 things that I can tell my clients to stop them from, you know, losing money or buying the wrong house or whatever. And then boom, all of a sudden you're thinking about all these really cool ideas. And that also means that you have a really strong headline. Even if you are just coming up with topics by yourself, I would use that PDF to create really strong headlines so that when you publish those videos, the headlines are on point, because using a headline to promote your video, and this moves into the next step, the next section of this weekly training, is to increase the post engagement, to increase the amount of people watching the video. There are a few things you can do, but the first thing is you want to make sure the headline is right. Whether you're doing a live or a standard video, if the headline is good, people are going to watch the video. Especially with live, if you do a live, the headline should be on point, because people are actually going to be notified about this live. They're going to be notified about this live. So if they see on their phone, hey, Doreen Francois is live, and the topic is the three things construction businesses must do to make an extra 10K a month or something like that, and they're a construction business, they're going to watch that video. They're going to slide open the phone. They're going to watch that video because it's relevant to them. So using good headlines will get more people to watch it. Same with the standard videos. Even when you publish it online, if people are scrolling through their feed and they see a nice headline, they're going to watch that video. That's going to increase engagement. Another thing that's going to increase engagement is InShot. Using tools when you do standard videos to, and I'll show you what it looks like, using tools to create this kind of effect where you've got the lines above and below. Now you're creating even more engagement because you're kind of giving people an idea of what the video is going to be about in these two headlines. And it looks super professional. It's very 2019, very, very cool way of doing it. And the way that you do that is with an app called InShot. Okay, so if you're using an app called InShot, if you're not already using it, go suss it out. So it's InShot. Go download that app, and if you need any help with how to use it, just let me know, and I'll help you out with that. But it's an incredibly useful tool for putting those bars in. And why do we put the bars in? Well, first of all, it's to make the video square, because if the video is square, it takes up more of the screen, takes up 73% more of the screen just by adding those bars. And it also means it's higher post engagement. You have a nice color in there, people see it straight away, and you have the headlines there, which pushes people to actually watch that video. Okay. Now, one question I do get just on lives versus standard videos is like, what should I do? Should I do live videos or should I do standard videos? It's a great question. So my whole thing, this is my philosophy around live versus standard. So I do 2 lives a week and the rest standard. The reason is I want to create variety for my audience. I want my audience not to just get the same shit from me all the time. Not always alive, not always alive. I want them to be going through my feed, and I want them to be seeing colored bars sometimes. I want them to be seeing a video sometimes. It makes it interesting. Good events. My mentor was telling me about how good events take people on a journey up and down. So you want to be highly energetic and then very emotional. Highly energetic, very emotional. If you do that, people feel like they've had a good event. They've had a good experience at that event because you've taken them on a journey. And I want to take people on a journey as well. I want people not get bored by looking at my profile. It's the same with Instagram. You want to scroll down Instagram and see colored bars sometimes. You don't want to just see image after image after image. It's just too boring. You want some movement in there. You want some color in there to keep people interested. So I do 2 lives a week because, and it's not by the book. Like some weeks I might do 3 or 4, but the idea is I do at least 2 lives a week. Lives are fantastic because people actually get notified. Hey, Josh is live now. Go suss it out. It's super, super useful. A little tip for doing lives: if you do it on your phone, then you can actually upload the video in HD. So if you do a live on your computer, it comes out a little bit grainy. Like you'll see this video is just a little bit grainy, a little bit pixely. If you watch it again, if you're watching this replay, first of all, hashtag team replay, you'll see that it's a little bit grainy, right? But if you go onto my wall and have a look at one that I filmed on my phone just the other day with an entrepreneur that I interviewed, we did it on my phone and it came out super HD. and it was an hour long, and it's super HD, super clear, because we did it on the phone. So if you want your videos to be crystal clear, do lives on your phone, and then what will happen is boom, do lives on your phone. So what will happen is people will see. So after you finish the live and you've clicked end, you'll see a little button there saying upload in HD. Always click yes on that. Always click yes on that, and then upload in HD. So then your videos are always looking schmick. Because that's the other thing. Like I said, the importance of video, it's about personal branding. So if our videos are looking sick, if our videos are looking slick and suave and good and high quality, then that will reflect on our personal brand as well. So it's important to make sure that we always upload in HD when we do it on our phone. Like the reason I'm doing it on my computer for this one is because I'm showing you stuff and I'm doing screen shares. So if you haven't already, suss out this program for doing lives on your computer. This is also a great tool for interviewing people. So I can split screen and then interview people. And that's a great way of doing a live video. You know, if you're looking for content ideas and topics, something you can do is interview people. Keep your audience engaged. Give them a bit of variety. Give them value one day. Interview someone in the audience another day. Interview a client. You know, do a screen share and show people how to set up a Facebook ad if you're a digital marketer. You know, if you're in property, go to one of your properties and have your phone on a phone stand that you can buy from JB for like $50, and do it in HD. Do a live about how beautiful the property is and how much it's sold for and how that's relevant to prices in the area, all that sort of stuff. Really give people as much value as possible with this stuff, and that will increase your personal brand, people's trust in you, but also post engagement. And the final tip I want to give you on post engagement itself is after the video has already been posted, you're going to get a bunch of people commenting, liking, all of that sort of stuff. Now, what keeps your feed what keeps your post at the top of the feed on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn is that post engagement. The more post engagement you get, the higher in the feed it stays. So what you want to do is, if you have 15 people comment on your video, don't respond to them all at once. Respond to 5 of them. The next day, respond to the next 5. The next day, respond to the next 5. Keep the engagement going on your videos. The more you engage on your videos over a long period of time, the longer it will stay up in your feed. What I would do right now is go through all of your content. If you have already been producing content, go through all of your content on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and have a look at any videos that you produced in the past that you haven't responded to one of the comments yet, and respond to it now. Even if it was 6 months ago that someone wrote, "This is brilliant," respond back to it now going, "Thanks for tuning in." And what that's going to do is Facebook's like, "Oh, engagement, boom, post goes back to the top of the feed," especially if that other person goes, "No worries," or if they like your comment or something, if they just engage with it again, if they see your post and they go back to your video and then they look at it, they see your comment, maybe they like your comment, maybe they respond to your comment, whatever, the more they have a conversation with you, the better. So ask questions in the comments as well. Go, "Hey, what was your number one takeout?" Get people talking in the comments feed, because if they are talking in the comments, if they're having conversations, that's going to keep your video at the top of the feed. I have people in my network that only have a couple of hundred Facebook friends. And they say they log on some days and I am the first 3 or 4 posts, because my posts get so much engagement and I'm constantly going back and answering questions from ages ago. I'm holding off from responding to everything straight away, and I'll respond back in 24 hours or 48 hours. So I'm constantly keeping that engagement going over a long period of time. So people are constantly seeing my posts. They're always at the top of the feed. It's just such a good way to keep that engagement going. So extend that engagement. And if you follow all of those things, guys, you're going to have a successful video structure in your business. But seriously, the idea is, as long as at the very end of the day, I have people freak out when I say do video. At the end of the day, if you just go into it with the intention of I'm going to add as much value as possible, create videos, make them as quality as possible as you can. Don't worry if they're not Steven Spielberg-esque. They don't need to be. It's just about value. Add value, value, value. And if that's your mindset, forgetting about everything else, forgetting about InShot, forgetting about lives versus standard, forgetting about structure of the video, forgetting about engagement or whatever, as long as you go into it with the idea of adding value, tell people what you're going to tell them the thing, and then say, this is what I told you. Just keep it like that. Keep it real fresh and breezy. Make sure your character comes across. If you just do those things, you're going to get results. People are going to start noticing you. You're going to start building your personal brand, and things are going to happen. Okay? Guys, if you have any questions, comment below. Get involved in the conversation. Let's continue as much as possible. Go out there. Let's make some money. Let's do some video. Let's smash it. I'm pumped for all you guys. Hope you have a great Easter weekend, and we will talk very soon.